week was going to be Red Hook Day. So the reason I didn't come was because driving from Massachusetts 2 weekends in a row was much. So my sister said, no, we go to Red Hook Day. That way we'll see all the people that, we grew up with.
I would like to say justice for my sister.
And I said, okay, then I'll come down. And you and I will go to Red Hook Day. And then instead of Red Hook Day, I had to come anyway when my sister was screaming on the phone saying Karen's dead.
Justice for my sister Karen. We love you. You're always in my prayers. Justice for you, my sister. It's not over yet. I love you.
Found the body.
Detective Rip Karen Smith.
Yeah, the police, detectives.
They were looking for her.
I mean, it was, they were looking for it throughout the early evening, and throughout the whole day, pretty much the evening all the way through night. So we got home, found out.
Justice for Karen.
You're never going to believe he's innocent.
We know he's not.
He's not innocent.
Jury convicted him
I know, but how do you
beyond a reasonable doubt. Talk to the jury.
Yeah,
you
but
can
how
find
do you,
everybody.
But how do you feel?
You know how I feel. How
wouldn't
would
be
you
here.
feel?
You
You know
wouldn't
what I'm
be here.
saying? I mean, I pray on this. I've been praying on it for the last 38 years. I pray on it every day. I'm going to continue to pray on it. Because at the end of the day, God's going to judge. Okay? God judges everybody. So, I mean, what can you say at this point? We're heartbroken. Family's heartbroken. Because we're reliving the same thing all over again.
It's not over.
Justice for Karen.
I would ask, anyone that's in a situation like this, how would they feel? How would they act? What goes through their minds for the past 38 years? What has gone through your mind had you been in this situation?
Justice for my sister Karen. She was a sister, a friend, a cousin, an aunt, a grandchild, everything in the neighborhood. We miss her, we love her. Justice for Karen. David Bryant needs to go back to jail.
Justice for Karen.
Look at me real good. You know who I am. You know who I am.
Justice for Karen. Justice for Karen.
We have a murdered 8-year-old girl speaking out today about the release of the man convicted of killing her. David Bryant spent 38 years in prison, but last month a judge released him, saying Bryant's court-appointed lawyer botched his defense. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace joins us with more on what the family is saying tonight. Sarah?
Well, Sade, the latest development, the Bronx District Attorney's Office announced today it is appealing a judge's decision that vacated the conviction of David Bryant. He has maintained his innocence for 38 years, but the family of the girl he was accused of raping and killing believes he should still be in prison. Carl Smith thinks of his little sister every day.
It's a picture of her, one of our happier pictures when she was 7 years old.
Karen Smith was raped and murdered when she was 8 years old in a landing leading to the roof of this apartment building in the Bronx in 1975. Her family lived downstairs. The next day, an acquaintance, David Bryant, was arrested, later convicted, and then released last month. A judge vacated the conviction of the now 56-year-old, claiming his original defense had been bungled. His current attorney says forensic evidence was ignored.
David's blood group substance is not in the semen sample, meaning that David is excluded as being the semen donor, meaning David's innocent of this case.
And that was never brought up at trial.
It was never brought up at trial.
He's not the victim. My little sister and my family is the victim here, okay?
The Smith family gathered at the Bronx courthouse today to stare down Bryant, and some chased after him following a brief court appearance. The DA's office announced it will appeal the judge's decision vacating the conviction.
And now we're living the horror of this whole thing over again. Again. It's horrible.
And to see him,
it made me sick to my stomach.
So there's no doubt in your mind that he's guilty?
He's guilty.
No doubt.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
There was DNA evidence taken from Karen Smith's pants, and Bryant's attorney says his client wants his DNA tested with the current technology. But prosecutors say they are unable to locate those pants for testing. The attorney says the real killer is still out there.
I'm one of her oldest cousins. I'm 54 years old, and this has been a tragedy to me all my life. Every year that man was going to the parole board, I contested it myself. It's a shame that they let him go into technicality. I hope justice prevail and he's back in jail.
There's no reason why that man should be walking earth a free man. He committed a very heinous crime. Back in 1975, the word heinous wasn't even used. So we need to have this man put back behind bars. He will hurt your mother, your grandmother, your sister, your aunt. He will hurt anyone. He's a predator. He's a very bad individual who needs to go back into jail.
This happened on March 29th, 1975.
That's a Good Friday.
And we're still here to this day in my sister's memory. We love you, sis.